Welcome back to ALW Collectibles. A short while ago, I put a post up on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And I wanted to hear from the community. When it comes to the Transformers Hearts of Steel 2-pack, did you want to see 4 separate reviews or 2 reviews, each review focusing on one of the 2-packs? The second choice was the consensus, and I like that. I agree with it. So here we go. We are going to dive in, and we are going to do 2 separate reviews for one for each set. And today we are starting with Transformers Hearts of Steel, Timelines Bumblebee, and Timelines Megatron. And this is a really cool looking set. All 4 figures look really nice. There is an additional video that will be going up for each set, which is me unboxing them and just getting them set up for the video. Because I never said I was going to do an unboxing. But just to show you a little bit of behind the scenes on what I do. Sorry, quick interruption. And it's a lot of fun. Having said that, this is an awesome set. I don't normally show the boxes on these anymore, but this one I want to show for each set because I thought they would look really unique. When you open it up, you got some Cybertronian writing up here. Transformers, Timelines B, Timelines Megs. But when you close the box, it looks like a steamer trunk. With the Decepticon symbol right here. And then the Autobot symbol on the opposite side. And on the bottom is a bunch of legal information and stuff. And then the cover sleeve, which I think looks really nice too. Alright, boys, you gotta share the spotlight with your box because this thing really is cool looking. You got B and Megs duking it out. That Decepticon symbol. There's the back of it. 18 steps to transform Bumblebee, 17 for Megatron. Legal information. Transformers authentic seal. And what I like about this is they go together. And that's probably how I'm going to display them, standing up on top of these somewhere. Alrighty, having said that, let's take a look at these guys. Out of the way. So we got Megatron and Bumblebee. The toys themselves are based on the comic series, which is a 4-part series called Hearts of Steel, released in Transformers Evolutions. Bumblebee was actually used in the comic in this set. Looks really cool. Megatron is based on an unused prototype and design. You get the instructions. And I really like how they did this one. Each figure is one side of the instruction. It's kind of hard to see it. It's pretty long. So let's take a look at Bumblebee first. And that is a really cool looking Bumblebee. I like this rendition. Of course, Hearts of Steel takes place during the Industrial Revolution time with steam engines and stuff. So he's based on a steam engine of made up design. Yellow tank engine, I should say. really cool. He does come with some accessories. He comes with his hammer and one of the funkiest little guns, but I think it is really cool. I think they can incorporate that into a lot. Even with the newer series where they're re-releasing the minifigures as a larger figure, such as Bumblebee, Sea Spray, Brawn, and Gears, that would be a really nice addition to them. Having said that, let's take a look a little bit closer at this guy. Let's take a look at him. Let's remove these weapons. First thing we're going to look at this gun, and this thing is really cool. Cast in black with silver stripe on it. Next, we have his hammer. Cast in black as well with silver, so it looks like it's plated on there. It's got rivets with an Autobot symbol on each side. What I think was really cool, if you look at both guns though, this looks like a welding torch. So, really cool, keeping with the industrial times. I love this Bumblebee. You can see, of course, front of the engine right here. Standard Bumblebee face, but he's got like a little plate where the Autobot symbol goes. It looks like it's bolted on. Blue eyes, silver face. Very steampunk. Very, very steampunk. You got, of course, silver for the abdomen. We're going to lower our camera just a little bit because he is not a tall man. He is a goldish yellow. He's not fully gold, not fully yellow. Right in the middle. Looks really nice. You got silver for the knees, silver on the shins. I love how the grill forms the feet. When I did the video of opening him up, you can see I had struggled with this foot. It was really locked in there. It did not want to come out. I think this adds to it. This looks so cool with the wheels. Even the back looks really nice. Even though there's a lot of open back here, it just fits nicely with the figure. This is really cool. And then on the top, if you look at it from B-E-E, and that has like a little latch, rotating lock. Really, really cool. So let's transform the B-Man. First thing we're going to do, bring these up. We're going to straighten his arm. We're going to flip his fist in. We're going to bring these up like so. Now we're going to take the shoulders, and you'll see these grooves right here. They're going to come into the groove. That's going to come into the groove. We're going to come to the top. Bring this panel out of the way. We're going to flip this panel up. There we go. Oh, great. Mine just popped loose. There we go. Okay. So that's what he looks like currently. Next, we're going to take this whole section, the top half, on this back hinge and bring it back. Not from the silver, but right underneath it. And these his shoulder pauldrons are going to come down. Like so. And the way they come down, this is what caught me the first time. It's not just a bend here. It's a bend right there at this piece of plastic in here. So the best way I learned to do it was put your thumb here and push down. And then these are going to come over. And you got to make sure that this piece stays where it was, because these go behind that. And then these come together like so. And now mine are fighting me. There we go. So that's what we look like currently. I want to make sure the arms stay in here. Next part. These being a pain in the butt, you're going to bring the head up and close that latch. Next, we're going to take these pieces that are in the way and bring them down, like so. And that'll let you bring that plate up. So that's currently what he looks like. And as usual, I forgot something. Bring this out of the way. You want to rotate it so these pegs are out, and there is a peg here and a peg in here. Here I am proud of myself, thinking I'm doing really good. Twist and peg that in. So that's what he should look like. These little pegs are going to stick out. Next, bring the feet down and back in. Like so. Clip them together. 2 pegs here, 2 ports up here. Then we're going to rotate this back. And you'll notice inside here is where that little peg is going to go. 1, 2. Just make sure this is nice and tight. And there is Bumblebee in his little steam engine mode. Or tank engine, whatever you want to call it. That looks really cool. Autobot symbol in the front. I love how it looks so cool to me. Especially we have B on the sides. And he does roll really nicely. And you can store his equipment in there. His hammer goes there. And his gun goes all the way up here. There we go. That is the Bumblebee timelines. Oh, no. His hammer on my copy pops the front grill open. Grr, always something with my sense. But yeah, that is really cool. I like that. I love the Autobot symbol on the top and in the front. Next, we'll be taking a look at Megatron. And again, interesting concept. Where Bumblebee was a tank engine, Megatron's actually a wheeled cannon. And this is a new look for him for me, to be honest. I like this. This looks really sharp. Again, unused schematic design. Unused prototype. Never in the comic. Due to his transformation, though, it looks like he has wrist rotation. He does not. So just a side note for that. I only say that because when I was doing research on it, at a lot of places I was looking up designs on everything, it was clear to specify that. So just to put that out there. He does come with his fusion cannon, which can be held in his hand or on the clip here. Anywhere there's a... Woo! Alright, Megatron's head at too much at McCaffrey's. Looks like he's not going to stand tall today. So let's get down to some looking at him. Aha! Almost a transformation. This is his fusion cannon in this one. It looks really cool. Black with gold. I think it looks really nice. And of course you can tell this is going to be the barrel for his wheeled cannon mode. I'm kind of glad they didn't put any paint in there because I think that would have ruined the look. And let's take a look at this new Megatron. And I think this guy looks really sharp. He's got the Megatron look, but then you're going to look at him like, is it really though? Is it really? Because he's got the chest layout, the abdomen layout, the legs, the arms. What really throws you off are his two spikes on his shoulders. That really does it for me. Yeah. All right, back to where I am here. Looks really nice. And I just realized I did no articulation for B. I just realized that. Wow, I am so sorry, people. Articulation, head will go all the way around, up and down. Shoulder, of course, here. Shoulder, there, up and down. Do this as limited, around. He does have a double elbow. And again, nothing at the wrist. He does have waist. Big boot. Back, really good. Can do. Get that arm out of the way. The full splits. Hip. Knee. Really good. And ankle. And I am truly sorry I did not do the Bumblebee articulation. I will do an amendment video and do that up. It's got the standard Megatron head. Little bit different, but still you can tell. The layout for this is like dial. It's got like a dial here. So it's Megatron, but with a twist. You got like rivets running down next to the Decepticon symbol. I like that. It's got rivet panels all over the top. Back hips have some nice design work on it. Back of the legs. And I gotta give him this. He is very well balanced. And for transformations, not too horrible, but it's unique. First thing we're going to do is come to the back, pop the compartment open, fold his head all the way inside, make sure it's lined up, and close that. We're going to come here to this arm, bring this panel up, bring that up. We're going to flip in the hand here, that should have gone flat, and flip this piece out. And we're going to stop there. We're going to come to the other side. We're going to flip this out, flat. And we're going to push this in and flip that out. I'm going to rotate it around like that. So now his elbows are facing the wrong direction. Now here's a little thing. There are two tabs up here, two on his forearm. You have to maneuver this into this with this in the way. And it's not as easy as it looks. That's why. There we go. And this is going to plug into the body. When you do that, and this will clip into here as I smack my camera. And as soon as I clipped it into the body, the whole shoulder unclipped. So you just got to watch out for that. And having this up, I tried it like this. This piece on this hand will get in the way again. So double joint, double bend. Make sure it's lined up. So if you don't line this piece up, the next part won't line up right. There's that one. There's that one. That. And you can see where this one just came out of alignment heavily. Alright, So we're going to plug this in and that'll at least lock this whole thing into place. It won't move again. Let's hope. Alright, let's see if we can fix this. Up, clip, and that's going to clip into there. And he just slid out. Oh. See, this is the frustrating part. This is what I dealt with the first time I did this. This was the longest part of the transformation, was this part, trying to fix this. Sorry, I keep taking it off camera here. Alright, so let's try this one more time. Because now Megatron is fighting me about transforming. And he shouldn't be. This one should really be on the bleeper reel because now the entire arm just separated again. There we go. Not fully. Alright, let's try this again. Because now it's getting annoying. That plugs into that. Like so. This comes up. There's a tab inside here that's going to tab into there. There's one. Let's pray it stays in place this time. Because it doesn't take much more after this. There's one. I'm not going to breathe. It's done! Yay! Alrighty. So that's what it should look like. And doing the back is easy. Fold up his feet. Clip those together. Rotate it. And I just, yeah, no, I did it right. Clip that like that. Oh, you're kidding me. This didn't line up right. Yeah. As you can see, I'm rolling away. For some reason, my one shoulder won't clip in properly. This one shoulder. It could be just the way I'm doing it. So I'll try it one more time to fix that. I don't get this. It gave me a lot of trouble. Last time it took me 10 minutes, and I'm not going to do that on video again. There. And then you're going to plug the cannon right on the top here. And for some reason, my shoulder just keeps dislocating. It won't pop in. As soon as it pops in, it pops right back out on my mold. It's probably something I'm going to have to go in and shave on this thing. Bet you anything that's exactly what it is. You can hear it. As soon as I get it locked in, it locks right back out. There's one. There's two. Nope. I can't even get this over to line it up now. See? Sitting in this angle is killing my back here. Alright, this is weird. I'm sorry for how long this has taken. It's 10 minutes of fidgeting with one shoulder because the shoulder won't stay. Oh, now it's working. Oh, frustrating. Alright, so let's try that again. And let's plug this in right on the top. And there is Megatron in his cannon placement mode. Truly sorry for how long it took me to get that shoulder fixed. It just would not clip in. It looks really cool though. It looks like a cavalry war cannon. Spike treads as it rolls across. That looks really sharp. You can see the Megatron chest plate right there. Shins, wheels. And I like the little cannons in the front because that really does make it look nice. That's why I wanted to get it set. This has been the Transformers Hearts of Steel 2-pack. Megatron and Bumblebee Timelines figures. And they look really cool, the whole set. I'm looking forward to having these on display. Maybe I'll get some photos up and show you how I display them. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet. But this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it very much. Many more videos headed your way, including some Robocops, some wrestling figures, and 5 special Halloween videos. You all have a good day.